thank you for joining me today, where I will be discussing a book. The book is called The Ravenmoon Grimoires. I actually had purchased the Kindle quite some time ago when the book was first released, as the physical copy was not available for purchase here in Canada at that time. And as soon as it became available, I immediately acquired a physical copy of the book because I love it that much. This book is written by a lady that I really admire. And whenever she comes on my show to have a discussion with me, usually for Witches and Wine, we always have so much fun. I'm actually looking forward to having her back on again really soon. And her name is Dr. Cindy Ravenmoon. She is loads of fun and she is a wealth of knowledge as well. She is a metaphysician, a Reiki master, a teacher of the left-hand path, and has been walking this path for over 20 years. I love her approach to things. She is a wealth of information and she's so easygoing and delightful to talk to. I highly encourage you to check out this book and to check out her website as well, and her YouTube channel, and all of the links to the book, the YouTube channel, Instagram, Twitter, and her website will be in the description below. Ravenmoon Grimoire is a book that covers quite a bit. And what I love about this book, there is something for the newbie and the seasoned practitioner alike. I think everyone who reads this book is going to take something new away with them. Another thing that I really like about this book, those of us that have been working by candlelight for many years will appreciate immediately when we see the large font in the physical copy of the book, which is amazing because you can actually read the words with just candlelight in the darkness in your ritual chamber. And I love that she did this. It took me at least a couple of books of shadows to realize that I would probably be better off writing my ritual notes large enough so that I can see them in the dark easily. I'm just going to cover the table of contents really quick. I love the way she did the table of contents. It's fun and witchy. So part 1, my system, my way. Part 2, working with deities. Part 3, working with spirits. Part 4, spells, incantations, visualization, gnosis, and mantra. Interesting scrying tools, incense candles, and stones. Oh my. Spell jars, using spices and a few herbs. Hello, Mary Laveau. Blood and sexual fluids in sorcery. So really, this book covers everything that you need to know. So working with deities is a personal choice, and those gods and goddesses that are special to you. She talks about, for her own work and for the fact that she's a feminist, she has a very close relationship with the goddess. And in here, she is discussing her relationship with the goddess Hecate. She provides a method in which you can go about meeting the goddess or god of your choice. And she does cover quite a few of the dark goddesses in here as well. Hecate, Lilith, Diana, Kali. And then she also discusses the god. And the first god that she discusses is Lucifer. And a lot of people ask the question, are Satan and Lucifer the same? Or how are they different? Well, she shares her perspective on that in here. I love this. Satan to me is the one you evoke when you want shit done. And you want it done now. I love it. I do not view him as evil in the way that Christians do. His name simply means the adversary. She also discusses Anubis and Thor. And then she goes through on how you can work with different spirits. And her methods are solid. She also discusses how to work with the ancestors and how to pay homage to your ancestors. Now, putting this all together in the spells, magic, and sorcery section. How to perform incantations, visualization techniques, and practices. Now, scrying tools, the triangle of the art. And then she gives you some interesting tools that you can use for scrying. And these are things that you're going to have, you know, readily available in your home. Likely you're going to have at least one of these. And you can have your very own scrying surface if you don't have access to a black mirror or a black obsidian ball or whatever it may be. And she discusses incense and candles, the different styles of candles, how to dress and bless the candles. You know what I love about her? She's so easygoing. States in here, you know, just because someone says it has to be done a specific way doesn't mean it's true. And it doesn't mean that that makes it the case for everyone. Because each individual is unique, and their approach to magic, their approach to their practice is going to be unique as well. And it's up to each individual to go ahead and find what that is, that style that, you know, enamors them and impassions them to do their working, because that is what's going to help your magic be successful. If you love what you're doing and you're doing it in a manner which sets you ablaze, it's going to be all the more beneficial for your work. And then she gives some different spells, a jar spell, a spell jar for money, for health, and the herbs and the things like that that you would put in there for revenge. And then in the final chapter, she discusses blood and sexual fluids in sorcery, and that it's not for the faint of heart. But you know what? She even says it here, warning, this is the most powerful kind of sorcery that there is. And, you know, it really is true. And when she's discussing blood magic and working with blood, she's not talking about blood from an unconsenting victim at all, or an animal or anything like that. She's talking about using your own blood as an offering or within your magic, okay? Or the blood of a consenting adult that you work with. You know, a lot of people do that. And you don't need a ton of blood, you just need a little bit. And the magnetic properties within the blood really amplify your magic. It's going to draw things to you. Whether it be the spell that you're casting, whatever you are trying to manifest in your life, or an entity or a spirit, they are attracted to blood as well, and that magnetic property within the blood. And then she discusses sexual sorcery. In her final chapter, she discusses the use of sexual fluids within spell casting and magic. You know, many people used to think of blood magic as being the ultimate taboo type of magic, but now, you know, sex magic really is the ultimate taboo that there is. Sex is viewed as being taboo by many within our culture as well. And, you know, we have Christianity to thank for that. And she discusses the power that there is within the sexual fluid and within sexual energy. Sex magic is extremely powerful on all levels. It can create and it can destroy depending on the intention of the caster. And so she urges everyone to be mindful with it, and she provides some techniques on how she performs sex magic. It is a must-have. It's a very informative book that's jam-packed with spells and rituals, sex magic, blood magic, jar magic, herbs, incantations, working with spirits, and all sorts of other stuff. Check this out. It's available on Amazon, and I will provide a link in the description below if you want to check it out that way. And until next time.